In today's video, I am going to try and recreate Clocks by Coldplay just using my memory of the song. The rules are simple. Number 1, I can't listen to the song, and number 2, I cannot use sheet music.
This should be interesting. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to look at the tempo of the song.
After playing around with the metronome, I decided to go for a BPM of 130.
That sounds like the right tempo for it, roughly, from my memory.
We've reached step 2, which means we can add some plugins.
We're going to add the first instrument and we're going to start with the most obvious one here. So I am going to click on piano, Steinway grand piano, then we're going to try and work out the actual part of the song.
This wasn't too difficult to work out because it's just a note variation on 3 chords.
We got it. I'm going to record this.
Once that was done, I had to quantize the notes and fix the velocity. I then added some reverb, ambience and some delay to make it sound like the piano in the actual song.
Sounds a bit more like it.
I then added a second piano plugin, copied the initial recording and then dropped it down 1 octave.
I think that's it. So the second instrument I'm going to add is a pad. I'm going to go on synthesizers, pad, round signs. Sounds a bit morbid, doesn't it? Pad done. Okay, so the third instrument we are going to add is the drums. Now, in the song, as far as I remember, you've got the initial part which is kind of like just the piano, and then after a few bars of that it goes into like this umphy bit where there is some drums in there. So I'm gonna try and work this one out now.
This turned out to be a lot more complicated than I thought it would be, but I did get there in the end.
I got it. Drums, done. The next instrument I am going to add is a bass. This is one I really don't know if it's in the song, but I'm going to add it anyway. Let me see if we can work something out then.
This is the element that took me the longest to work out. I struggled, but I did come up with something.
I think I got what it sounds like could be it. Might not, but let's go with it anyway. So let's record this. Bass part, done! Next instrument I'm going to add is...
At this point I'm starting to struggle, but I decided to add another pad.
This one, the Cathedral FN. This pad is like really epic and I think it's going to work perfectly for this.
For this, all I had to do was work out a variation of the chord progression of the song.
We got it. Let's add this next. I'm going to have to play around with the attack and the release on that one because it's a bit... Pad. Duh. I'm going to add another piano. I'm just going to add the standard chords that I think are in the actual track. Let's try and work it out.
This was probably the most straightforward part to work out from the song.
I think we got it. Piano chords done.
Now that I've finished recording all the plugins, I need to adjust these to make them sound similar to the original song.
So we're back. I finished doing all my tweaking. Now let's listen to see what the difference is. there is my version of Coldplay Clocks. Let me know what you thought of this down in the comments, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.